Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Detroit!
Lawletta on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Detroit!
Lawletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. A first carry down for Rob Kelly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 15-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Lauletta. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ready,
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends, and what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Here's Lauletta. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Well, it's Lauletta, and his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Forced out to his left, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on second down is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Lauletta to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Stewart on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, it's Lauletta. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's Lauletta. He sets to fire deep. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown Giants. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Smith is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lolette on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, Smith. It's hauled in by Dodson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set, line, 80.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Set. 319. 319.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Open man right side is Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Lauletta on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And give him a gain of 37. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Rosas good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the ball.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Regular. Orange, orange, orange. Tiger. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Smith to Crowder. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broken tackle for Kelly. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, gun.
1st and goal, Kelly. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He'll get it up the middle, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Where's 52? 52. 35.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Lawletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lawletta looking for a first down throw. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with time running out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, 35.
Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Lauletta after the interception. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Raymond now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Lauletta. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. It finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. It's caught, Shepard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Here's Lauletta now on second. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Smith with his first throw of OT. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense.